NBA players have a tendency to gravitate towards celebrities. Of course, as with other professional sports, NBA players have fans that follow them around, and they, in turn, have fans who follow them around. This is especially true in the NBA. When you get paid a lot of money to travel all over the world, you don't have to look far for female companionship. Let's speak about a few of these in today's video. This is NBA players that dated celebrities. Number 10. Sasha Vujacic, Maria Sharapova. Sasha Vujacic is a Slovenian professional basketball player who now plays for the New York Knicks, but has also competed internationally. After being drafted in the first round by the Los Angeles Lakers in 2004, the shooting guard has spent time in both Italy and Turkey, alternating between spells in the United States. At a friend's barbecue in 2009, he met Grand Slam tennis champion and Sports Illustrated model Maria Sharapova. Sharapova has a lengthy and successful tennis career, winning 4 Grand Slam singles titles. Her engagement to Vujacic was announced over a year later, and then it was regrettably called off 2 years later and not on the nicest of terms.
I live a big part of it today, and I know that there are many families that are not as fortunate.
When asked about Sharapova during a news conference, he said, "I can't hear you." What? Number 9. Rick Fox, Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams is a multi-talented actress, singer, and fashion designer. Her initial celebrity came from being the first African American to win Miss America in 1984, which launched her career in Hollywood. She went on to record songs, and her vocals landed her roles in movies, on stage, and on a few famous TV shows like Desperate Housewives and Ugly Betty. Rick Fox, a retired basketball player, was one of her 3 previous husbands. In 1999, the couple eloped to the Caribbean, and their daughter, Williams' 4th child, was born a year later. Fox played for the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers before retiring in 2004, and the couple divorced later that year amid adultery allegations. Number 8. Carmelo Anthony, Lala. Lala Vasquez Anthony is a television host, entrepreneur, producer, actor, and New York Times bestselling author. She first appeared on the scene when she was 15 years old, interning at a radio station, and was offered her own show alongside Ludacris while still in high school. She joined the MTV family in 2001 and quickly rose to become one of the network's top stars before departing to pursue a career in production, beginning with Mike Tyson's documentary, Tyson. She began dating basketball player Carmelo Anthony, who was at the time playing for the Denver Nuggets. They were engaged on Christmas Day in 2004, and they married in New York in 2010. Their lives have been documented on her show, Lala's Full Court Life, and she has consistently resisted the moniker of basketball wife, as she is far more than that. Number 7. Sergei Ibaka, Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson is a Georgia-born singer, actress, and record producer who signed her first record deal when she was 14 years old. Before signing with rapper Timbaland's label and shooting her career to the top charts with songs like The Way I Are, she created songs for Britney Spears, the Pussycat Dolls, and Mary J. Blige while still in high school.
Talking about my relationships in settings when it's about music or movies and things like that.
Sergei Ibaka, a Congolese-Spanish professional basketball player who has played for a number of teams, including the Toronto Raptors, began dating her in 2012. However, the couple called it quits in 2016 after she discovered he wasn't the one. Number 6. Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian is a well-known American television personality and a member of the Kardashian family. Along with her sisters, she's one of the girls who definitely has a type in mind, that of tall, dark, and attractive basketball players. She's been to a few games from the stands, most recently in Cleveland, where she was cheering for her center hubby, Canadian Tristan Thompson. Thompson played basketball for the Texas Longhorns and was picked 4th overall in the 2011 NBA Draft, making him the highest drafted Canadian-born player in league history.
3. Are you just doing this to get close to me?
Teammates urged him to break up with her before she took the Kardashian curse any further into the playoffs, so they started dating just a few months ago. Number 5. Amare Stoudemire, Ciara. Ciara is a singer, songwriter, record producer, and actress who was born in Austin, Texas, and later relocated to Atlanta. In 2004, she published her first and best-known album, Goodies, followed by a few others that were not nearly as successful as the first. Despite the fact that the popular hip-hop artist is now the mother of Seahawks player Russell Wilson, she has had a slew of ex-boyfriends from other sports leagues. She dated Amare Stoudemire, a power forward who played for the Phoenix Suns, Miami Heat, and Hapoel Jerusalem in Israel, before crossing the pond to play for Hapoel Jerusalem.
And got the block, and Sean Williams is fouled. Amare Stoudemire.
The couple began dating in 2011 and kept their relationship highly private. But just when Ciara thought she'd found someone to settle down with, she caught him cheating and broke the relationship, kicking him to the curb, where he rushed back to his ex and proposed months later. Number 4. J.R. Smith, Rihanna. Rihanna is the queen of music, and let's face it, pretty much everything. The diva, who was born in Barbados, earned a deal with Def Jam Records after Jay-Z took her under his wing and helped her grow into the sensation that she is today. The majority of her songs are best-selling singles of all time, and she's also the principal collaborator on several of them. Not only has she sold over 230 million records globally, but she's also won 8 Grammys and a slew of other awards that we can't even begin to name. To be identified as someone who is dating Rihanna, you must accept the fact that you will never have the upper hand in the relationship, and that is how J.R. Smith feels. Smith is a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers at the moment. The duo was photographed holding hands and getting intimate in 2012. Smith is known for being a cocky, strange player who frequently gets himself into more problems than good, which is why this did not last long, and she resumed her are they or aren't they relationship with Drake, but not before calling him out on Instagram. Number 3. Chris Webber, Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is a well-known model who made history by becoming the first African-American woman to appear on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. She was a Victoria's Secret angel for 8 years and was one of the highest-paid models in the world. She began to focus her attention on the screen and began acting before going on to create the long-running reality show America's Next Top Model, which you would be lying if you said you'd never watched. Chris Webber is a 5-time NBA All-Star who played with the Golden State Warriors from the beginning until the end of his career. While dating, Banks was frequently seen sitting courtside at Sacramento Kings games, with speculations that the two were engaged. Of course, the rumors died down when she stopped attending the games, and the two of them moved on after 6 months of dating. Number 2. Lamar Odom, Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian is back on the list. This time, it's a little more complicated than her present carefree fling with Thompson, the boy toy. Khloe married Los Angeles Lakers forward Lamar Odom in 2009 after a month of dating. Their wedding was documented on her reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and Odom became a household name for those who had never heard of him before. They got their own spin-off series a year later, but it was canceled after 2 seasons. After the show ended, the marriage ended as well. In 2013, Odom was arrested for DUI, and Khloe filed for divorce less than 4 months later, a decision she described as very difficult. Number 1. Kris Humphries, Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is a woman who requires no introduction because we are all well aware of her celebrity. From her television appearances to her business endeavors to her modeling, she is either universally adored or universally despised. Her expanding social media prominence has earned her tens of millions of Instagram and Twitter followers, which I suppose helps given her marriage to rap legend Kanye West. Kardashian has been married 3 times, the most recent to NBA player Kris Humphries, who was a member of the New Jersey Nets at the time. Kris doesn't need an introduction any longer because no one knew who he was before he proposed to Kim. They married in a 2-part series on her show, and she filed for divorce after 72 days of marriage. Whether the marriage was a publicity gimmick or not, Humphries vanished as quickly as he appeared, and they never saw him again. With that being said, which one of these couples do you ship the hardest?